Song notes on Put It in a Love Song by Alicia Keys, 2010 song, 25 August 2025 notes. Here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, talk through my song notes as of the date this video was filmed, Monday, 25 August 2025, for the 2010 song Put It in a Love Song by Alicia Keys, initial release of Tuesday, 19 January 2010, record label J Records, featured Beyoncé. As of when I filmed this video on Monday, 25 August 2025, it had been over 3.00 consecutive years since I had spoken to Alicia Keys, and had been over 3.00 consecutive years since I had spoken to Beyoncé. So I've met both Beyoncé and Alicia Keys and Beyoncé in person, and I initially met each of them in February 2000 in Disneyland. Yes, so it wasn't like at a concert or something like that. It was in real life. Okay. So there we go. And I've previously I added to the description for a book, a memoir I read about, written by, about Alicia Keys, that it had been over 5.00 consecutive years since I had spoken to her. And I was like, that is also over 3.00 consecutive years. So it's just a really basic thing. Like, it doesn't, now if I say that in the other way or without that, right, it could be less, but like if that 5 year, like it's a reinforced, it's still over, 5 is over 3. Okay. And so this is one, so I was Alicia Keys fan, and I still am to some extent. I'm coming back and covering this. And so they were both friendly in speaking with them in person. I'd say that the more outgoing of the two was Alicia Keys, and Beyoncé was a little bit more shy. And I was like 7 years old, okay, at the time. And so where am I going with this? This is one where it was kind of, I was like, I saw them together in real life a decade before this. Not a decade, right? Like, 2 years and 11 months before this song came out. But it was kind of like fun in the sense of I was a Alicia Keys fan, but not necessarily a Beyonce one. In 2010, so January 2010, it was the year I graduated from high school, and the year I graduated with my first college degree. College before high school, 1 week, the commencement ceremonies. But it came out, and I remember being like, it's like my life is coming out now, over 9 years later. What was, public in person is now like public in the sense of, you can, like, if they perform the song together, like in person, you can see them together in person. So I was like, that was a perk of seeing the stars in person in like everyday life, is like, since I saw them together and talked to them and stuff, like, oh yeah, that might actually, like, it was the, I saw it and I was like, I had already witnessed them together in close proximity in real life, in everyday life. So it wasn't like a shocker to me, but to some people it was. And I was like, there we go. All right, like, so shock can be about something happening can be removed if a person has experienced it at a different level and before the other thing happens, like the escalate happens, so to speak. So I think I get the vibes of this song was kind of put out for, like, they kind of have different fan bases, so it's kind of like but we'll do something for all of you, even if just once. And so this was kind of that song. So it was kind of cool, and allowed me to reflect on my own life story in a little bit of a different way, in terms of like the music industry, and like how an everyday person like me even just perceives, like, pairings, or like people who work together on a song, how that's kind of received in terms of my own life experience. And so in this case, with those two exact people, at least as far as I know. Okay, so those are my song notes on Put It in a Love Song by Alicia Keys, 2010 song, 25 August 2025 notes.